You had an artist leave the group, your label, Karrahbooo. Uh-oh. What happened? You gonna fix it?
I tried. I really did try. I tried to. Man, I swear to God, I tried. I cared so much for her. It just didn't work out. You know, we had different views, we had different mindsets, and I just can't tolerate disrespect.
Is it hard to try to manage someone else's career and do yours simultaneous?
Not to me. Not
Okay.
in my head. Not at all. I don't think so. Because it's so different. You know, so complete different lanes, you know? And I cared. Right. So if you care, you make that time.
Right.
I don't even want to sit here and like bash her, right? It's just
different of opinions, different of
no, it wasn't any different opinion. I just don't tolerate disrespect. I don't.
Okay.
Especially when I'm doing for you.
Right.
I won't take it. You know.
Or should you?
And sometimes I don't even think it was on purpose, man. I think she just kind of like. I don't know.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, I don't need.
All right, check this out. Okay, now you stepped into a new career, a media career. You got podcasting. How's that going?
I kind of stopped.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, you just started, Yachty.
Yeah, but it was an extra. I did it for a friend.
Don't make him rich. You want to help him out, make some bread.
Yep. And it just kind of like, man, it just kind of, I don't know. We kind of
y'all
fell
went
out.
separate ways.
Yeah. Yeah, and I
falling out with a lot of friends, Yachty. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I'm tired of just doing. I'm removing myself.
Okay.
You know, like respect to them, and I hope they live great lives and do great things. But I bro, this shit go years beyond right now of me being there, extending my home and opening my and spending money and taking people around the world. I've been there.
Right.
Way before anyone knew these names or who these people were. I was there for them. Right. And like so. I'm over it. Like I'm over it now that people got some fame and fortune and that, and they like have certain egos. It's not. I mean, I don't. You don't need me. You know, I don't ever want nobody to think that you don't need me. But like, we gonna have respect.
Can y'all reconcile this? You say y'all were friends before. Can you reconcile?
Maybe. I don't know. It's not on my brain. I kind of move forward. I kind of move on and kind of just look forward. I never really turn backwards.
Can you really? Genuinely, authentically mix friends and business?
It's hard. It's real hard. It's really, really hard because there are certain conversations that are hard to have with friends, especially like because in just business, sometimes it's not going to always be beneficial for you or that person. And when you're friends, friendship is kind of built on like equal partnership. Yes. You know, and it's just not how
beneficial.
That's just not how business is all the time, you know? So it's really hard. You know, you got to be an egoless human being, which they exist, but it's hard, man. Right. It's hard. You know, I've tried multiple times.
Have you read you change your number on everybody? You got a whole new number.
I change my number all the time.
Why the hell you change your number all the time?
Because it leaks. These hackers, man, they want the music. My number leak all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is hip hop?
Yes.
Because we talked a lot about it. Is hip hop dead? Is it ever going to be what it was once?
I don't think so.
I don't think it's dead, or
I don't think it's dead. Okay. I think that you have periods in life where things, you know, slow down and people figure things out. But I don't think it's dead. I think that there's a lot of dead talent in it.
Right.
But I think there's also a lot of really great talent that doesn't get the light. I think that I do think there's a lot of whack
artists weighing it down.
Yeah, and they do superficial things, you know, like these marketing schemes that go on. But who the fuck am I, right, to talk about it? So yeah, but no, it's not. It's absolutely not dead.
Country music and Latin music is past it.
We're down.
Yeah,
we're not dead. Yeah. It's down, but it was down before. Pop was above it, absolutely, 100%. And I think that You'll never know when, but it will, because the culture is just it. We, even if we're down statistically, we're still leading in cultural views. We're still leading in, like, we're the coolest. We're who everyone gets their looks to. You know, we're who you gonna put a rap feature on your record. You know, like, we're the inspiration. So yeah.
Because I think we both get, this is what happens a lot with us, is that friends asking to invest in something of theirs, trying to help friends out. You shaking your head, Yachty. You shaking your head.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a part of being black and successful. Yeah.
How do you say no? Me, it's easy. No.
Really.
Yeah.
Not like that. I think that's an older mentality. Like, y'all comfortable with no.
Yeah.
I think
you got to be.
Because if you don't put limit, what about when you was in the league? Was it easy to then?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I've never really had a whole bunch of friends. Okay. I've had my friends, and we were cool when I was in the league and when I was in college, and we're cool now. Mm-hmm. And so for me, because you have to put limits. You have to put limits on what you give, because takers will never put limits on what they take. So if you just give, they'll take.
Yeah.
And then the moment you tell them no, you ain't ish.
Then you fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you got all that money.
Yeah. Did all your friends do something? Were they all?
No. My friend, one of my college friends, he's still one of my best friends. I'd say I got two best friends.
Okay.
Keith Burns and Daryl McCormick. Mm-hmm. And we're like brothers. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say we're like brothers. We are brothers. Mm-hmm. The only thing, the difference is we don't have the same blood. We don't have the same parents, anything like that. Mm-hmm. But because I look at this, is how I measure my friend Yachty. If the roles were reversed, I was in their shoes, they were in my shoes, they would help me just like I helped them.
Absolutely. That's
the only way I can measure a friend. Mm-hmm. If the roles were reversed, how would he treat me?
And if shit gets sticky, who gonna be there?
They're gonna ride.
You know what I'm saying?
But what I like most about them, Yachty, is that they tell me what I need to know, not what I want to hear. Because even though we've been friends for 30 plus years,
that's important.
My homeboy say, homeboy, you know you're my homeboy and I love you, but you were wrong in this situation. You shouldn't have said that.
That's important.
You shouldn't have done that.
That's important.
Because a lot of times people will tell you what you want to hear because they don't want that bus to stop and you to open the door and ask them to get off. Mm-hmm. So they go, yeah, man, you right. Man, you got a way to tell them.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And it's so crazy. That's the thing about when you get into this industry, man, it's so hard to tell.
It is.
You know, so many people want to just ride. Jesus. So like, but they disguise themselves, you know, and sometimes it take a real nasty incident for you to find out. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm so used to just like people turning their backs. They're like, I'm so numb. I'm so used to like doing for people and like being there for people and like them just like sliming or snaking and like.
You can do something for people 100 times, but it's that 101 that you don't do that all of a sudden
and now you're a bad guy. I did 100 things for 100 people.
Yeah. But that's the devil, you know.
Yeah.
You know, those saying the devil will never show up as the devil, because if he did, you wouldn't let him in your circle, Yachty.
Damn.
He said, I got to show up as a friend because I got to get close to you. If I showed up as the devil, you actually going to do the deal?
Some people will.
Y'all depends on what's at the end of it, huh?
Yeah.
what that deal entails.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people do a lot of things for small rewards. Mm-hmm. Because if people, I feel like this is why I have a hard time venting to certain people who haven't been in my shoes in certain situations. Mm-hmm. Because I like a lot of people just don't understand. They don't care to. You know, a lot of people think money is everything. You know, say, oh man, you over there crying about, man, you good, you got it. And it's hard to even explain it to someone who isn't there, because they don't get it. You know, if their problem is money and you got money and your problem is something ethically moral or something else,
right?
They don't even understand that.
No.
Because it's like, boy, I'm gonna pay rent this month. You crying about what they want you to wear on screen, you know, something like that. Like, so they don't get it. So then you have a hard time. with that. And then, you know, therapy is also an interesting thing because it's like I just feel like I get it, cool, we all need to be paid, but it's like, I gotta pay you to listen. So how much do you really care?
Sometimes you need somebody that doesn't have a dog in the fight.
What does that mean? You so country. What does that even mean?
Somebody that doesn't have a vested interest. So I want somebody to hear that they don't benefit or not benefit for what I'm telling them.
Right.
And now I want you to give me an honest assessment based on what you've heard, based on what I'm dealing with, what you think the best course of action should be.
Oh, like as far as a therapist?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I ain't talking about, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've been to therapy. I've gone to therapy on and off for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Because I need to know why I am how I am.
Fair enough.
I need to know why I do certain things, why I say certain things, why I move in a way in which I move. Why am I easily triggered by certain things?
Right.
And they give me an honest assessment of why they think that I react the way I react. And I need to know.
How'd you find that home for that therapist that you were comfortable with? Were you referred? Did you?
Yeah, the court said I needed to go.
Okay.
And say if you don't, he'll put your ass in jail.
All right.
So it was easy. It was go easy. Like, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What time I need to be there? Okay. So I showed up.
For sure.
That's what happened. But it was you know, to actually hear these ladies like explain to me, because, you know, I've had, like I said, over 30 plus years, and there was like a big gap in between. And to hear one doesn't know about the other, and they're telling me pretty much the same thing. So I was like, okay, I see the issue. I see the problem.
Was you stubborn?
I was, because I'm a very prideful man. I work extremely, extremely hard, and I don't like when I think people are trying to take advantage of me.
Right.
So I'm a buck.
I feel that.
I'm going. It is what it is. And it took me a while to understand that even though somebody might disagree with you, Shannon, they're not always trying to buck. They're not trying to buck against you.
Right.
And so I had to like soften a little bit, because I don't like people trying to take advantage of me, because I was always small. I felt I've always tried to have to fight to get to where I got to.
Right.
And so now okay. Play with me if you want to.
You ain't taking it no more.
Nah. And so I'm a big proponent in therapy.
You was defensive?
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
I understand.
Because I don't.
Ain't going for it.
No, I don't play about me, and I don't play about my family. I've always been like that. Like, you know, I don't know how it was like if you talk about somebody's mom. Now you had to show me you could whip me. You talked about Mary Porter, my grandma.
Yeah, see, that's some old shit.
Yeah, but you had to show me you could whip me. And
or you wasn't going. Oh, your mama jokes. Man,
I don't play. There's certain like I grew up in a time where you didn't play like you don't. There's certain things you just don't play about, Yachty.
Right.
And I grew up in that era. And so I still took that mentality. And a lot now I just have to, you know, Shannon, you just got to let stuff go.
Yeah.
And sometimes people that kind of grew up in my era, they understand. But this younger generation, y'all play too much.
Oh, for sure.
All that pranking stuff, I don't play like that.
Right.
I got kids to play with. My kids will tell you, my dad didn't pillow fight. They wanted to do an MTV. They wanted to punk me one time on MTV. My older daughter said, nah, he not the one to punk.
Right.
Say he'll tear this whole thing up.
Yeah.
And I would have, because I don't play like that. I've been a very serious, matter of fact type of guy. And, you know, people that see me like, yeah, he don't play.
What is that about?
Grew up how my grandfather say men don't play. He say he was very matter of fact. He was very straightforward. All that he like, hey, all that keying. He wasn't about it.
That's some country shit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's some country old. It sound like some moonshine shit right there. Like,
and so that's how we grew up. My uncles were all like that. Everybody that I grew up around, cause we grew up around older people. You know, we go get our hair cut. The barbershop is littered with old men, and you know they playing checkers. You know, they playing checkers and things like that. But it wasn't no joking.
Right.
I don't remember hearing old men tell jokes or joke with one another like that. That was serious. And so I kind of grew up in that area, and that's how I am. So I don't
and
really.
It just stuck with you.
It stuck with me. So for me to like have the joke, I got to really, really know you, because I don't play with everybody.
Right.
And so
I understand that.
And so that's how I am. And so therapy's like, listen, you need to lighten up.
Right.
Everything is not that serious. And so for me, it just works better that I stay to myself.
That's fair.
I just stated I know who I am. At the end of the day, I know who I am, and so I don't want somebody to put me in that situation. So I just pretty much.
Well, you got to show them who you is.
Yeah, and I don't got too old now, so I don't want to have to tussle.
Not only that, life is pretty comfortable. We don't want to have a take.
Yeah. Life okay. It ain't yachty, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It ain't yachty, but it's okay. You know, I'm doing okay for old poor hustler.
This guy here, man. This guy.
Yeah, I'm doing okay for a poor hustler. Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before two something.